Welcome to the League of Nerds comic book segment number 33. I'm John Cooney here to talk to you about comics released the 19th of September 2012, starting with DC's Before Watchmen Night Owl number 3. Now, I wanted to take a minute on this book because the comics community suffered a devastating loss last month when Joe Kubert passed away. His work on Hawkman and Tarzan, as well as the founding of the Kubert School, is inspirational for anybody who's ever picked up a comic book. But one thing that has been on people's minds was who would be the new inker for Before Watchmen Night Owl, since he passed away before the project was completed, and was working on it with his son Andy, who is the penciler. DC has announced that Andy handpicked a replacement and Eisner Award-winning artist Bill Sienkiewicz, who we know from Elektra Assassin and the New Mutants, to be the new inker starting with the third issue and going forward on the book's fourth and final issue. So be sure to check that out on the stands. Also from DC, we've got Birds of Prey number 0, continuing that zero-issue month that DC is doing this month, telling the backstories and origins of its major characters. We've got Birds of Prey 0, featuring the first meeting of Black Canary and Batgirl, and It's Not What You Expect. After Team 7, how did the Birds of Prey come to be? We've also got Catwoman 0, the secret origin of Selena Kyle, with major shocks in store for Catwoman this year. This is just the beginning. We've also got DC Universe Presents number 0, featuring 5 all-new adventures with the Blackhawks Mother Machine, Hawk and Dove, Mr. Terrific, and OMAC in this supersized issue. It features the beginning of storylines that'll play out across the entire New 52. We've got Justice League number 0. Billy Batson takes center stage in this issue as he unleashes the awesome power of Shazam in this special origin story, also featuring the not-to-be-missed origin of Pandora, the next seeds of the Trinity War. Also got Nightwing number 0, the origin of Dick Grayson in the New 52, from orphan to superhero. It's all here. We've got Red Hood and the Outlaws number 0, where we learn how Jason Todd came back to life after being killed by the Joker. We got Supergirl number 0. On the eve of Krypton's destruction, who sent Supergirl from Krypton to Earth, and why? The answer is not what you think. Plus, learn the answer to the mystery that's been driving Supergirl mad for months. Who shot her father, Zor-El? And finally from DC, we've got Wonder Woman number 0. A facet of the past is revealed and a foe is introduced. And how did Wonder Woman become the star pupil of Ares? For Marvel this week, we've got Avengers number 30, Avengers vs. X-Men tie-in, Love in the Ruins. Can Hawkeye and Spider-Woman's budding romance last amid the end of the world? We've got Avengers Academy number 37, the conclusion of the final exam storyline, part 4. Can the students of the Avengers Academy stop the Alchemist before it's too late? We've got Daredevil number 18, the biggest Daredevil story yet, the debut of a new menace in New York, the killer called Coyote, and just how sane is Matt Murdock. We've got Mighty Thor number 20, Everything Burns part 5, Surtur's forces reach Asgardia itself, and Thor's trapped in the underworld. And the truth about Loki is finally revealed. We've got New Mutants number 49, Fear of the Future, the chilling conclusion. A terrible event has changed the course of the New Mutants' history, and the more they try to fix it, the worse it gets. We've got Spider-Man number 5, the shocking conclusion of the Spider-Man event of the year. How will the Amazing Spider-Man get back to his own reality? And what will both Spider-Men do now that they know that they're not alone in the universe? Will Peter Parker give Miles Morales his blessing? We got Ultimate Comics Spider-Man number 15, part of the United We Stand crossover. Washington is decimated, the U.S. government's in turmoil, New York City is under lockdown, but Captain America is back to save the country, and Spider-Man is ready to help. Speaking of Captain America, we've got Ultimate Comics The Ultimates number 15. This might be a bit of a spoiler. Marvel Comics announced in a news release that Steve Rogers, the man known as Captain America, will become President-elect of the United States of America in this issue, stating that Captain America has made his dramatic return and saved America from an insidious new enemy in one of the most harrowing battles yet. But when the dust settles, Steve Rogers is about to get the biggest surprise of his life. He's won the special election for the presidency via write-in. What does this mean for his future as Captain America? Can he be president who fights on the front line? Also out this week, we've got X Factor number 244. Again, one of my favorite books. Every time it's published, it's usually at the top of my stack to read. This is part 4 of the Breaking Point storyline. Devastated by recent tragedies befalling X Factor, one member of the team makes a terrible sacrifice in hopes of making things right. From Image Comics, we've got Peter Panzerfaust number 6. I know some people who have been looking forward to this. This is Paris part 1. Paris cowers in the shadow of the Third Reich, and one of the Lost Boys has become their prisoner. There's no running, there's no hiding, there's only the mission, save Felix. Also from Image, we've got Walking Dead 102, the conclusion of the Something to Fear storyline, which has been devastating, to put it mildly. The survivors attempt to pick up the pieces after what they've just lived through. Out in trades this week, we've got Green Lantern Corps Volume 1, Fearsome, hardcover. This is the first collection of the new Green Lantern Corps series. Guy Gardner and John Stewart lead a squadron of Green Lanterns to fight a mysterious force that is marching across the space sectors and devouring not only their natural resources, but their entire populations. On a mission to rescue John Stewart and Vandor, Guy Gardner assembles the nastiest Green Lanterns to ever put on a ring. And this collects Green Lantern Corps number 1 through 7. Also out from Marvel, X Factor Volume 15. They Keep Killing Madrox trade paperback. X Factor suffered its greatest casualty yet. Madrox, the man of many multiples who's led the team since its inception, is gone. It wasn't supposed to be this way, but only Layla Miller knows why. And the secret she's keeping goes to the heart of her powers and purpose with X Factor. With their fearless leader dead and a schism between Wolverine and Cyclops ripping the mutant world apart, X Factor's future is uncertain. That's why Wolverine has paid them a visit, offering a shocking new option for the world's only mutant detective agency. It's 2 for the price of 1 as Havoc and Polaris return from exile to take charge of X Factor investigations. But is Madrox really dead? Even Jamie isn't sure. Collecting X Factor 229 to 232. Well, that's it for me this week. A lot of great books as usual. Plenty more on the shelves that you'll want to check out. Lots of books that I wasn't able to get to. So be sure to check with your local comic book store and see what else is available and what you're interested in. Let me know what it is that you're reading that I'm not covering, because I want to know if I'm missing anything. So check in with me on my comic book blog at he'sgotissues.com. That's a Facebook comic book blog, so be sure to like it while you're there, and you can let me know there anything that you think that I should be checking out, and you can see what I'm reading as I read it. So until next week, I'm John Cooney, and I've got issues.